Waduh, overallnya ngeri-ngeri banget.
Downtown Los Angeles. That's the location for the Trailblazers. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA. Hey, Allie.
Well, guys, LeBron James arguably the most.
This guy's one of one, Allie. Thank you. So here's Portland's starting group. Matisse Thybulle out there with Jeremy Grant. Then there's Anthony Simons. And it's Silk in at the point guard position. And for the Lakers, they've got Rui Hachimura. He's out there with LeBron James. And it's Doncic in at the point.
And just one of the most impressive titles in league history, guys. The 2020 Lakers winning it all in the Orlando bubble. A testament to LeBron James and that team.
Here's Silk. Grant outside. Pass to Thybulle. Simons outside. Shot clock at 5. And here's Grant. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. You know, that 2020 bubble title for the Lakers. What made it so difficult?
You know, B.A., the mental grind of all that time in the bubble. 3 months in the same place. NBA players are used to being in 4 cities in a week. So it really was a different kind of challenge for them.
Here's Silk, guarded by Doncic. Pass to Simons. Launches it. The shot no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
Outside Thybulle. Down low. Silk. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it all.
Halo Pak Rudin. Iya nih main NBA dulu, healing dulu.
So you've got to be ready to receive.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Now here's Simons. Defense is right there. Outside Thybulle. Hachimura against Grant. Over Hachimura. Grant's shot is off.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Grant brings a double. Hachimura finds Doncic. The 3, James. And the Lakers get it back. Hachimura lays it up and banks it in.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboards.
Now Portland with it. Trailing by 2. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Grant. Lets the 3 fly. And Reeves pulls it down. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And if your team is starting out slower than anticipated, how do you prevent frustration from setting in, Grant?
That's a tough one. I mean, the trick is to try to stay even keel. It's such a long season. You're going to have highs and lows. Just treat this like any other low point at any other time of the year. It should pass.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Doncic.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for 2.
It's both from the stripe.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. And he lays it up and in. Doncic has got his second basket of the night. Portland trailing here. Bible on the wing. Inside. Oh, dismissed. And here's James. He played a great game against Indiana. Here's Doncic. The rebound by Silk. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. Lets a floater go. Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Doncic. 5 to shoot. The shot. That one no good. Now the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Here's Silk. Stripped away. Doncic with it. Picked up by Grant. Puts up the 8-footer. And Doncic finishes inside. Doncic has got 6 points.
Well, you know, Doncic with his combined package of skill and confidence, that pull-up jumper is a real weapon for him.
Here's Silk, guarded by Doncic.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Pass to Hachimura. Shoots over Grant. And it's Hachimura missing. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 8 so far. Here's Silk. Really played well against the Clippers in his last game. Outside Thibault. Simons with it. Hachimura covering. Clock at 6. Elbow shot. And it's Silk missing. The Lakers have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Oh, and Duncan, a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on Jeremy Grant. Both teams will make substitutions.
And, you know, what's most impressive?
And the Trailblazers shooting poorly, just 30% so far. Rui Hachimura is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Luka Doncic, and it's Reeves in at the 2. That's the group for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. And Luka is the kind of guy you build your team around, Clark.
Yeah, and I think this next step is being a franchise player that learns how to lead effectively. It's incredible how much he has already accomplished at such a young age. His transition coming to the NBA from Europe has been, I think, surprisingly seamless.
Here's Silk. On the take. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, man. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Well, Luka Doncic, an all-star from his second season, and every year he's one of the favorites for MVP. But Luka says, quote, I still haven't won anything, so I've got a long way to go. Brian, if you didn't catch it, team success is the metric. He says the key is to win a championship.
Well, he certainly gives him a chance to do just that, Allie. Thank you. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. So Hachimura will go to the free throw line. It goes on Jeremy Grant. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Lakers?
They've not been passive at all on defense early on. Challenging shots, and it's resulted in a number of blocks.
And we got to also mention their intensity on defense so far. I mean, the number of steals they've collected has been substantial. Got to fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Portland grabs the miss. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with the victory.
Well, in this last matchup, they captured the win in large part because their backups provided a lot of the scoring punch.
Yeah, and you know what? I expect them to go deep into the bench again tonight to give those guys on the bench a chance to have an expanded role, but also give those starters some rest.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What? You mean the throw down at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
You know, some have said those old school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, they're becoming outdated. You see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, you can't do that in today's game. And guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position and they're shooting 3-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
Great skill level in the game right now.
No question.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Silk. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot there. That one on Doncic.
And even from where we're sitting, you can clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, it was on the contact and a good call by the official.
They've been flawless at the line this quarter. They need to stay aggressive and keep drawing fouls. That'll help them chip away at the lead.
Here's Reeves. Here's Doncic. Drops in the layup for 2.
Nggak keblok tuh.
Doncic has got 8.
Luka's a big 6'7", very strong, deceptively so. He's an extra forward out there rebounding the ball, even though he's got point guard skills when it's in his hand.
Portland again missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Portland has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Silk. Check by James. Here's Silk. Portland, no good that time either.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
To the paint. Tipped. Out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Yeah, I love that they
Rasakan.
maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
For Portland, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Simons passes to Graham. Outside Thibault. Pass to Simons. 4 on the clock. 3-pointer, no good. The Lakers in the lead. Here's James. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
LeBron led the NBA in assists during his 2020 title season, with the Lakers becoming the second oldest player ever to lead the league in that category.
Man, that assist title for LeBron, an incredible accomplishment for someone of his size, Clark.
I bet you didn't know this, BA, or maybe you did, because you are a factoid machine, but the only player taller than LeBron to lead the league in assists, Wilt Chamberlain. You throw in winning the bubble championship finals MVP 2020 might have been LeBron's finest season.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Aiden's checked in. Pass to Hachimura. Now Doncic. To the inside. Trying
Nice.
to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Here's Silk. 12 points for him. Driving inside.
Oh.
Nice jam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Silk. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
From deep, here's Doncic. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
To the middle.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition, switch, ignite.
The Lakers call timeout. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Trailblazers. They lead by a bucket. And don't go away.
The Trailblazers, 55.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They have a 2-point lead. Kenny, what was your impression?
They came out as a more physical team. You could tell they put an emphasis on winning the battle of the boards. All of these bodies crashing in glass have given them a physical and a middle edge.
Shaq, what do you think about the Lakers?
You have to play with physicality, but you also have to be under control. They're giving up too many people. That's the difference in the first game. You know they're having discussions right now about how to turn it out.
And that does it for our halftime.
Heading to the court.
We've got second half action for you. And if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. The Lakers trail. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. We've got Anthony Simons. Matisse Thybulle out there with Jeremy Grant. And it's Silk in at the 1. James. It's stolen by Thybulle. Now the Blazers on the move.
Yeah, that's just good basketball there by Grant. Moving the ball to the wide open man and getting an assist out of it.
The Lakers shooting about 43% on this one. And here's Doncic outside. Simons with a rebound.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Shot clock at 6. Pass to Silk. Shoots. Simons right side. Grant outside. Knocks down the long J. Grant's got 5 points.
Boy, he's a much improved three-point shooter, Jeremy Grant. Coaches have to appreciate what he does for the team spacing because of him knocking that down.
Here's Reeves. He's covered by Simons. Hachimura, the pass to James. Cash money on the open jump shot. He has 6.
That defense has to worry so much about LeBron as a passer that it opens things up for his jump shot.
Pass to Simons. Here's Silk, guarded by Doncic. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down.
Ngeleng dikit masuk.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Simons. And it's Portland Portland scoring again.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Thibault against James. And a nice finish on the layup. James has got 4 points this quarter.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Yeah, BA, I mean, that's such a big play here in a close game like this one. Great concentration from him.
Here's Silk, guarded by Doncic. Here's Grant. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Rui Hachimura.
You know, the first thing that jumps out at you when you look at Grant is his athleticism. I mean, this guy's a terrific dunker and finishes well around the basket even when he doesn't dunk it.
And you talk about a basketball family. Jeremy Grant's father was a pro. His uncle, his brothers. I mean, plenty of competition growing up.
Here's Reeves. Out to Hachimura. Over Grant. Off the left rim and out.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Guys, that's been the key to their league. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you got to push it every time.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give them a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Thibault finds Graham. Here's Silk. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. Simon. No good. And Los Angeles the other way now. And even though Jeremy grew up around the game, you know, success wasn't handed to him, Graham.
Not at all. I mean, he was a second-round pick out of Syracuse. And he's really had to prove himself as an NBA player. He has truly come a long way.
It's James on the wing. Give him 8. And the jumper from the wing offline. The Trailblazers have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Here's Silk. Pure. That's basket number 9 on 12 tries.
An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
Apa masa begitu pelanggaran?
Here's James. He's a tough guy to check, averaging almost 28 points a game. Stolen.
Well, it seems like he's gotten a little loose with it since halftime. His fingers may be a little slick or slippery. He went from no turnovers in the first half to quite a few here in the second.
From 13, they get the rebound. Got a hand on it. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. He's checked in. Avdia comes in for Simons. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
Los Angeles calls time. You know what time it is? T-shirt time. Fans, give a big round of applause for your Laker youth.
Here's Reeves. Checking his stats. He's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Just 2 to shoot. It's not going to go for him. Ooh, excellent D there from Eaton. Here's Silk, guarded by Doncic. Now Thibault, pass to Silk, lets it go, and it's Portland with another.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Doncic with it. He's got 18. Unloads from 13. Pure. That's
Tengil banget.
on 12 tries. Portland has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hachimura.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Avdia. He has 6. Shoots from 14. Henderson misses. James outside from 11 feet away. And there's another one for the Lakers.
Tale of two halves. After a slow start, he's turning his offense around.
To the inside. Here's Silk. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. That's 29 for him.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. James outside over Avdia. James can't get it to go. Portland leading. Oh, there's the alley. James can't get that one to fall. Portland has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. To the left wing. Pass to Soap. Here's Henderson. Here's Avdia. His nightly numbers respectable, putting up 10 points a game. 3 on the clock.
Mantap, Titan.
Here's Ayton, and
Nice.
he converts the layup. And now a 10-point Portland lead.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints, but probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Vanderbilt's checked in for the Lakers. Finney-Smith comes in for James. Now here's Doncic. Give him 20. 5 on the clock. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. And that one's good. Finney-Smith's got 6 points.
Pushing his way past the defense there, Finney-Smith knows how to maintain his composure while under pressure.
Pass to Soap. Pulls up. Rebound.
Aneh banget, sepenuh itu kagak masuk.
Down low. Vanderbilt. And he got the whistle
Apa?
on the way up. So
Sit.
he'll be headed to the line from
Kagak
there.
kena full, aneh banget.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team. That's why they're ahead.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Portland.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issues defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
Well, another thing to look at is their impressive block numbers. They have not been giving shooters an easy time tonight, knocking away lots of shots.
From 10 feet away. And that one's long.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Here's Henderson. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Inside. And Ayton gets it to go. Ayton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Here's Doncic. Here's Vanderbilt. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You've got to work harder on the glass.
Pass to Avdia. There's 48 seconds left in the third. That one falls. He's got 31.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Here's Doncic. Sweet little floater.
Boy, from the moment he entered the league, Doncic has been an immediate star, capable of big nights just about any time he's on the court.
Pass to Soap. Shoots. And the Blazers getting another bucket right there.
And playing very well here in the second half. I mean, their shooting percentage is now over 50% from the field.
Yeah, it's not a surprise then to see them out in front the way they've been efficient offensively in this half and actually throughout the entire game. And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Back to Doncic. There's the three. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
We typically see Doncic operating from the top of the floor. A little different to see him doing work from the corner.
And so is Portland. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We'll be back in a moment. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oop.
Doncic is checked in for the Lakers. The Trailblazers making a switch here. They've got Luka Doncic. Rui Hachimura is out there with LeBron James. And it's Reeves in at the 2 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. So, Portland, no good that time either. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more.
Aneh, kagak bisa di blok ke
This is
Doncic.
why me and so many others are high on Doncic. I mean, he's got the ability to fight through challenges that defenses present.
And you look at the intangibles of Luka Doncic. He has some of the best court awareness in the league, and that shows up most with his passing and body control.
Bible on the wing. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Silk with the bucket.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
And the way Doncic can feel the defenders around him speaks to his great court sense, Grant.
No question. And the elite footwork he has makes the most of it. I mean, one of the best at shielding defenders with his body. It's really how he can navigate through a defense with ease.
Simons outside. And rejected. They retain possession. Let's go with a 3. Counted from
Nice.
distance. Simons got 10 points here in the second half.
And you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Hachimura. No good there. And it's Portland the other way. After this game, they can look forward to Utah, where they'll have a matchup against the Jazz. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. Here's Silk. Back to Avdia. Outside Dival. Pass to Simons. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And the free throw, no good. And as the NBA becomes an increasingly global game, Grant, there's a component of international relations that has to come into it. What are your thoughts about this?
Well, it can be tricky. I mean, it's a challenge. You have to respect people's cultures and way of doing business. But yes, the game, I believe, also can play a role in bringing cultures in different countries together over the love of the game of basketball.
And that one falls for Simons. That one's no good.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Anjay.
To the paint. Shot to stop the run. And Hachimura with the lay-in.
It really doesn't matter what position LeBron is playing. The point, the 4 or the 5, James changes games with his passing ability.
Simons outside. Pass to Silk. Puts it up from 17. Simon's shot is good. Simon's just got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
They get it again. Outside Thibault. Pass to Avdia. Here's Silk. Another shot. Oh, great D that time from Doncic. Hachimura left side. Sinks that one from the post. Hachimura's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, still such an outstanding distributor. James takes great joy in finding his teammates in their spots.
Pass to Avdia. Here's Silk, guarded by Doncic. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic.
Kenapa gitu sih? Orang mau ngasih umpan layup malah umpan sendiri.
Doncic is double to the inside. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Anthony Simons.
With missed opportunities from the line this half, they're not doing themselves any favors.
Grant's checked in for Avdia. Good on both. Here's Silk. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
The Lakers have gone 6 for 11 here in the fourth quarter. Doncic left side. The Lakers with another miss. The Trailblazers have gotten 7 of 16 attempts to drop since the start of the fourth. And here's Grant from the arc. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now a timeout called by the Lakers. Now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
Think about this. He has owned this game from start to finish. Wow, so impressive. The defense literally looked helpless trying to stop him out there. He has been far and away the best player on the court, and it's not close.
Wow, did this game really turn out to be his show? A commanding performance like that makes for a sweet victory, especially on the road. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Stephen Silas as he talked with the team. He did everything he could to fire the team up, saying, quote, I don't care how far down we are, we can do this, attack, and take what's ours. Let's go out there and show them it's not over.
And Allie, thank you for that. Outside Thibault. Pass to Silk. The shot misses, and the Lakers going the other way now. James with the ball. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Silk. And he drives it. Oh, watch that one. Bad intentions.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
And that's how you defend. Glad we had a chance to see a replay of that block again.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot and get stops.
Here's James. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You look at the career that LeBron has put together. One of the all-time greats. Amazingly lived up to the hype he had coming out of high school.
LeBron James at the line for two.
That free throw good from James. And the immense pressure LeBron has had since day one of the NBA. Many others would have folded, Graham.
You're very true, B.A. The expectations he had were just insane. Anything less than a top 5 player all time would be a disappointment. That's not fair to ask of any player coming into the league, much less a high schooler.
Los Angeles has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Here's Hachimura. The Lakers with another miss. Well, Portland's shooting 41% here in the fourth. Inside.
Ya, balik lagi si Grana.
Out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
Yeah, communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
1:19 left in the fourth quarter. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Here's Silk. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And he's got 41 now.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's gonna expand. You know, guys, that's what he does. He just loves to play that kind of attacking basketball.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Trailblazers.
Free throws were a major factor tonight.
It's nice to get a lot of shots at the line, but then you need to convert them. They did that, and it paved their way to a win.
And for the year, this will give them win number 17.
But they've got 2 more chances to get some revenge. The matchup doesn't favor them, but against a conference opponent, they're gonna battle hard.
And, you know, against a conference opponent who you're going to see 4 times total on the season, a 2-0 advantage is pretty healthy.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Silk.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
First one falls for him.
At the line for two.
Off on that one, so no problem for Portland as they get the win. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you.
Kembali ke asal. Pada akhirnya kembali ke asal ya guys ya. Didik suku.
The starting lineup for the visiting Portland Trailblazers. At small forward, introducing the 25 for George.
Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. They got Silk, Andre Ayton up there with Jeremy Grant. Then there's Matisse Thybulle, and it's Simons in at the two-guard spot. And for the Jazz, John Collins is out there with Martin. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's George in at the point. Get ready, folks. These two teams love pushing the ball. Greg, we could see a track meet tonight.
Two of the top fast break teams in the league, Kevin. As far as heat, limiting turnovers is going to be big because they each want to get out and run when they get the chance.
Pass to Ayton.
Ball coming, ball coming.
Inside, here's Silk. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it will be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And guys, how about the different ways John Collins can score on you?
John Collins can bully you on the inside, or he can spot up and shoot a little bit from the three-point line. So that ability to stretch the floor makes him one of the harder forwards to have to contend with.
Just solid, really one of the very best there is at the free throw.
Simons on the wing, shoots over Clarkson. A shot's
Yeah,
good for Simons.
And Grant with a nice heads-up play, willing to make the next pass.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Was able to talk with the head coach of the Jazz for just a minute. He told me they'll be looking to stretch the defense with their ability to knock down shots from deep. He said success on the outside will translate to success on the inside. Sounds like instead of going inside out, they're going to go outside in. Interesting. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You know, hard to create spacing without the threes. Simons the pass to Silk.
Iya, keluar lagi.
And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Clarkson on the wing. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark right now. He's averaging about 19 points a game.
Really good job on the timing of that cut into the lane. The speed that Clarkson has can be a problem for the defense.
Silk moves it up and in off the pretty assist. Silk's got his second basket of the night.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
George with the bucket.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Here's Simons, and he finishes nicely from the layup.
Wow, the circus is in town with that shot from Simon.
Jazz have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Clarkson kicks to Martin. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and it creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Thibault on the wing. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Utah trailing here. Outside, George. And it's George.
Gel.
Mutar. Explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
It's good. And it's 8 points for Silk. And a first time out of the game called for Utah. Here's Martin. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Passes it to Clarkson. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Second chance shot. And the layup is up and in.
He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
Here's Silk. That one doesn't drop. Excellent D there from George. Jazz have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway.
And we've seen it for years. Despite their regular season success, the Jazz just weren't able to make much noise in the playoffs. Credit the front office for coming to terms with it and pivoting to a rebuild while they could get top value for their stars.
Here's Silk, defended by George. Oh, Ayton in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
As long as passes are in that area, Ayton's going to get up and go down.
Jazz have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. Very solid start for them. George with the ball. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. You know, the players enjoyed the rest they get during All-Star weekend. But Greg, you think it should be moved to later in the season?
I like how the current format splits up the season, but it seems more fair to hold an All-Star towards the end of the season so that voters get a more complete look at each player.
So he gets them both. Here's Silk. Boy, he was something else against the Lakers. Pass to Thibault. And the pass to Simons. Shoots over Clarkson. And too long on the shot.
And that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Here's Martin with the fadeaway. He's covered by Ayton. Here's George. The Trailblazers pull it in.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch, they say by Martin. Williams is checked in for the Trailblazers. Avdia comes in for Matisse Thibault. Avdia, the pass to Silk. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Utah leading. Here's Mikhailuk. Knocked away. Here's Silk. Simons from outside. It's rebounded by Mikhailuk. Utah shooting an impressive 60% early. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Here's Silk. 8 points for him. Grant, the bounce pass. Pass to Avdia. Grant, right side, to the middle. Williams kicks to Avdia. Just 2 to shoot. And again, it's the Trailblazers missing. Utah leading by 4. Over to the left wing. Sinks that one from the post look. 8 points for him.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Left side, Grant. Passes to Avdia. Here's Silk. Pass to Grant. Can they get it? And he comes up with the deuce.
Crucial that Grant becomes more and more effective at draining those kind of shots.
Here's Silk. And the dunk by Grant.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
The pass to Simons. Just 5 on the clock. Silk, and it's all evened up. 10 points for Silk.
Simons playing unselfish. That's going to help this team get in a great rhythm.
Utah calls timeout. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
And the great thing about watching that game is that we saw their offense, and they showed a few different looks that they settled into.
Outside, Martin. Outside, George. Tries again. Oh, that's blocked. Here's Silk. Here are the 5. Portland has to start the second quarter. You got DeAndre Grant is out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Silk, and it's Simons in at the shooting guard.
Grant can move out there as a big. Firm screen and great cut.
Kicks to Clarkson. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. And it's the Trailblazers on the break.
Grant's playing with a great edge on the defensive end. Looks to poke that one away and comes up with a steal.
So it's Utah now. It's a 13-point game. Now, here's Clarkson. He's coming off a 16-point game against Indiana. To shoot. A rebound by Simons. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Pass to Silk. On deep. Rebound, Utah. Outside, Martin. Here's George. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Pass to Simons. To the inside. And that one's good. And the Trailblazers lead by 13.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Now here's George. He's guarded closer. Here we go, one-on-one. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play. Let's look at the energy stats. How the hustle game has been going for the Blazers.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
They've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break adds to your total effort.
Utah calls timeout. And Brent, as an NBA player, there's tremendous competition, but also shared respect, and some say a brotherhood. How does that all balance out?
I think, Kevin, there's a clear line of delineation of what we're talking about once playoff time. It's the NBA. I mean, during the regular season, you see a lot of guys spending some time with one another, but come playoff time, I'd be hard-pressed to find that kind of interaction because guys know what's on the line, they know what's at stake, and competition always reigns supreme.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim, that's what it's all about, threatening with that attack. That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor, not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Feibel with the ball. He's against Martin. Feibel, the pass to Simon. It's deflected. Left side, Martin. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
At the line for Utah, Kenyon.
And he sinks the second. Here's Silk. 12 points for him. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first personal foul.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Trailblazers shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Jazz trailed by 17. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. Now, some people call John Collins John the Baptist for how he dunks over defenders. He says, the game is slowing down for me. I'm able to see my spots. I want to continue to build on that and be looked at as a pillar, a guy that can be counted upon. Kevin, it seems he's hungry for more. Back to you.
He's a big-time dunker, that's for sure, looking to reach his full potential. David, thanks. Back to Clarkson. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Clarkson's got his second basket of the night.
Well, Clarkson can get inside. He's athletic to do that, and then needs the touch in that area. Showed it off there.
Feibel with the ball. Working on Martin. 6 to shoot. Oh, Ayton in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
DeAndre Ayton dangerous in the pick and roll just because as a big, he can get off of that screen so easily.
For Utah, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. After being selected first overall in the 2018 draft, some teams question if DeAndre Ayton was worthy of that.
Well, it took time for Ayton to find his comfort zone and all of a sudden became a key piece that nobody's questioning much anymore as an inside rebounder, rim protector, and a guy who can score at a high level when asked to.
And the basket by Silk.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
They double him with Ayton. Back to George. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Pass to Silk. Oh, Ayton in position.
Ayton there showing his ability to score from a lot of spots on the floor.
Jazz trailed by 19. Outside, George. He's covered by Grant. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And finished off by Martin.
Chemistry at
its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, though, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Here's Silk. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Dishes it to Clarkson. Not loose. Outside, George. And the three off target.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Silk. Here's Ayton. The pass to Silk. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Jazz trailed by 21. Now George. 12 points for him. To the paint. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Simons the pass to Silk. And the shot goes in. Silk's got 24 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Out to Clarkson. Hands it from downtown.
I can see more of that from Clarkson. Just get more consistent from the three-point line. Steps up and knocks that one down.
Silk passes to Grant.
2 minutes remaining in the first round. 2 minutes.
It's tipped. A minute 50 left to play in the first half. Outside, George. And no good. Some solid defense from Ayton. Grant outside. Pass to Silk. Now here's Simons. 6 on the shot clock. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Simons has got 6 points.
And Simons doing a good job operating and getting to his spot in the mid-range.
Here's Clarkson. Looks good. Is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Here's Silk. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
What he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And so he hits both.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
And Silk gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And Portland. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers.
That kicks the first half. The Jazz, 46.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports. After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They are in blowout territory, leading by 20. Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
Their passing was clearly superior in the first half. They were playing a team game, not one-on-one basketball. Good player movement, good ball movement, and they have a healthy lead to show.
And Shaq, how do you think the Jazz are playing?
They've been struggling to get shots in general, but down low, they've been paper soft. Hate to say it. Giving up way too many easy looks. They can't protect their own.
And that'll do it.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Really an incredible game from Silk.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
Martin is out there with Collins. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's George in at the point. And that's the group for Will Hardy as they begin the second half.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clear.
The Jazz have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They made 5 out of 6. So he comes up empty at the line. Portland leading by 20. Going inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And NBA All-Defense for 2 years running. Matisse Thybulle has been a game-changing defender from the minute he set foot in the NBA.
And he can't hit the second. And Greg, we know at Washington, Thybulle was the College Defensive Player of the Year, averaging 3.5 steals and over 2 blocks a game.
And per minute, not far off that pace in the pros. His opponent field goal percentage last season good for second best in the league.
Silk passes to Thybulle. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Silk, defended by George. Grant for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Grant's got 9.
Wow, Jeremy Grant continuing to work on his game, stretching it out to the three-point line.
Clarkson against Simon. Clarkson outside. Poked away and stolen by Ayton. And now Portland on the break. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And the burst of quickness on display with the Mobile One drive.
And that's a thing of beauty. Certain plays, almost no words. You just sit back and appreciate it.
He's not letting the defense get to him from that spot. Collins confidently knocks that one down.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And I just love his competitiveness he's showing there. His team might be down, but a drive like that could spark them. And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Simons against Clarkson. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
And now running it up the court, Martin pushing it up. Outside, George. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
I'm not sure what the coach said at halftime, but whatever it did, it's lit a fire. They're now 4 of 4 from the field to start their offense here in the second half.
Now, here's Thybulle. He's covered by Clarkson. On the clock, out to the wing. Grant gets a wide open look. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum though.
Poke loose. Clarkson against Simon. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Clarkson likes to play with a lot of speed. He attracts the attention of the defense, and that's where he's getting the whistle.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
An 85% shooter there, and they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line.
And both free throws good for Clarkson.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a bit, Clarkson tightened up his game, and now he is a key factor in what this team does.
Passes it to Ayton. Now the feed to Grant. Pass to Silk. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Trailblazers missing. Jazz trailed by 16. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Got a piece of it. Back to Clarkson. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, a lot of ways that Clarkson can beat you. Most of the time it's off the dribble, but when he's shooting the ball well, he's a dangerous offensive player.
And there's the pass to Pfeiffer. Trying to get something going. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming out.
Second team foul.
Let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Trailblazers.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
And the other thing about their game tonight that they've done a terrific job of is just moving the basketball around. That's how you rack up assists.
Here's George. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Silk, defended by George. Ayton, the pass to Silk. Moves back up. Chalk up 2 there. Ayton's got 15 points.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
George doesn't go that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. And Silk gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. So Portland ends up going with the new rule.
Kenapa mundur lagi ya tadi? Nggak expect bakal lolos sih.
Jazz trailed by 5. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th, we've got Avdia. Silk is out there with Anthony Simon. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Grant in at the 3 spot.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. He's covered by Ayton. Portland grabs the miss. Ayton's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Down low, here's Silk. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. 34 points for Silk.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Martin inside. He's covered by Grant. That one drops for him.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Here's Silk driving inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for the Trailblazers. And so he makes both from the line. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for Utah. They trail by 9 points. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Jeremy Grant picks one up. That free throw, no good.
They're not doing themselves any favors with their free throw shooting this half.
That's off as well, so he misses both. Portland leading by 9. Pass to Simons. Stolen by Clarkson. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Collier. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. First free throw is good.
After line for the Jazz, Collier taking 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Three-pointer. Portland again missing.
Oh, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And there's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Well, you have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Diaz checked in Jazz trailed by 8. Outside, Martin. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
Switch the Jazz now. Martin with the bounce pass. Lock at 6. With the drive. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, easy call.
And the first one at the line is good.
Number 11 at the line for 2.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Jazz have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And the Jazz call time here.
Yeah, you can't make any excuses right now for them giving the ball up as much as they have in this one. Hopefully they can get on the same page during this timeout.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
During that timeout, the coach of the Jazz talked to his team. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. Lead it with this, guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And the basket is good.
And what a turnaround from the first half. I mean, he's been incredible here in the second half.
To the paint. And he double clutches and throws it down.
Well, nice to see Grant provide that assist. He's been working on that part of his game.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Outside, Martin. Clarkson taking his time here. Okay, time now for an injury report. And let's get an update on DeAndre Ayton's injury. David, what's the news?
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for the Trailblazers. He's got a pinched nerve in his shoulder, basically a stinger, and he's lost all sense of motion in his arm. You don't want to hear this news as most teams are starting to hit their stride, so they're going to miss him while he's recovering from this injury. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Hopefully everything works out for him. Here's Silk. A second chance effort. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Martin. Simons against Clarkson. Outside for Martin. The rebound by Grant. Grant's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Silk. And the rebound goes to Martin.
Gelo nih si Martin. Keras banget defense-nya.
They get it again. Here's Collier. And the layup is good.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Simons against Clarkson. Stolen by Martin.
Betul ini Martin. Defense-nya.
Clarkson outside. Here's
Tiba-tiba
Collier.
zone.
The shot's good. 19 points in the game.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Grant, that's good.
No doubt that Jeremy Grant wants to become a better shooter, showing signs of progress in his catch-and-shoot game.
Another steal. And there's the drive. Dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
The Jazz working the ball around now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Clarkson passes to Collins. And it's off from 3-point range. Trailblazers leading by 13. Passes it to Silk. On baseline, Jay. No good that time. Jazz have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Clarkson. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Here's Simons. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Trailblazers lead by 15.
The handles right there from Simon. Great job of just creating enough space for him to do the damage.
Clarkson passes to Collins. Banked in off the glass.
It feels like the other four guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Here's Silk. That shot, no good.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Grant the pass to Avdia, and he makes that one. Avdia's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
That one falls.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Grant outside. And it's blocked. Clarkson on the wing. With some art, he takes it up and lays it in. Clarkson's got 22 points.
Such a tough shot to master there. Clarkson feeling more and more comfortable, it looks like, with that floater.
Here's Silk. Here's Avdia. Nice work on the ball. It's paying off with the basket. And the Trailblazers lead by 13. Utah calls timeout. One guy who's been getting it done is Silk.
They gotta be using this timeout to think about a personnel change or a game plan change to try to slow him down.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Silk.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. For the Jazz, this one's not looking good. Clarkson outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
The Jazz shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. The drive by Clarkson. Pass to Ayton. To the inside. It's deflected. Stolen by Clarkson. From deep. And it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
I'd like to see Jordan turn on the Jets right there. Change of speed so hard to guard, and Jordan, he's very much capable of that.
Here's Silk, covered by Martin. The shot by Silk, no good.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
And he's going up for the alley-oop and finished off by Martin.
Not just a score. Clarkson is very willing to dish it when a teammate's open. And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Trailblazers.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all from the score.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Silk.
Yeah, with all these assists, it's obvious how well that he can see the entirety of the floor out there. If an easy bucket is to be had, he'll find it.
Outside, Martin. Over Thibault. Kicks it to Martin. Action outside. Back to Martin. Over Thibault. And it's Martin missing. And here now is Thibault. Silk. And he dunks it down.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.